Roger Whited back. Glad to have you with me. I have picked up some old clips that have Donald Trump on them. Everyone has either seen these or recall seeing them, because so many people, when questioned about comments that Donald Trump has made, first thing they say is, "Oh, that's fake news. He never said that." Well, he did. It's on film, and so he might lie, but the camera doesn't. The camera just shows you what he said. So I would like to ask, my first question will be to those who have children and are a staunch supporter of Donald Trump. The clips, some of the clips that I want you to see. I want you to think for a moment that if you're sitting in your living room watching a speech given by your dear leader, Donald Trump, would you call your children around you to see his speech? Now, I remember back the old clips. I mean, at the time that Roosevelt and Truman made these speeches, my family didn't have a television. So I rely on some of the old clips and their references to the president's fireside chat, where he wanted to speak to all of America, and parents would call their children to come quick. The president is giving a speech, and he's our hero, and I want you to watch and listen, and you might want to grow up to be just like him. As I said, I'm speaking to you. Ask this question. Would you call your children around to watch a speech given by Donald Trump that sounded something like this one?
I think it's a disgusting thing that he said, and I could tell you I would not use that word. But it's political bullshit. She said he's a pussy. They're ripping the shit out of the sea. We can't get a fucking school built in Brooklyn.
You have seen often in my writings, I tend to reference language that I heard my mother and dad, especially my mother, being a daughter of a Methodist minister, say, "A tree is known by the fruit it bears. A man is known by every word out of his mouth." Now, if this man stands behind a podium speaking into a mic on camera, knowing the whole world sees and hears his comments, and you find nothing wrong with this, as I said earlier, stop calling yourself a follower of Jesus Christ, a Christian. It's one thing to lie to everyone who knows you, everyone around you. Don't lie to yourself. Know yourself for who you are. You cannot call yourself a follower of Jesus Christ while you defend, promote, and support a blaspheming heretic like Donald Trump. Now, those of you, I'm talking to the altar kneeling, hymn singing, Bible pounding, scripture and verse misquoting so-called Christians. You find that it is perfectly acceptable, the President of the United States, your President of the United States, to engage in language that is, I was in locker rooms during my school years, and sometimes the language got a little right, but it was never rants like we're hearing coming out of the mouth of Donald Trump. But if you're all right with what you see here and you hear, come next Sunday whenever you go to church, if someone references you as a Christian, call them out on it. Tell them, no, you're not. Tell them what you really are. You're a cult follower of the reprobate Donald Trump.
You're not going to raise that fucking price. You understand?
I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. Listen, you motherfuckers, we're going to tax you 25%.
You cannot continue to deny who Donald Trump is. He shows you every time he steps before a camera. You have to realize, though as sad as it is, this man is an empty vessel. He has no conscience, no empathy for another human being. He's a pathological liar, a narcissistic psychopath, a sexual pervert, a racist, and a narcissist. He has been declared that by many highly credited psychologists, one being his own niece, who knows him far better than any of us knows him. His older sister, my goodness, his older sister classified him as a lying clown, a despot, and sadly, you can run out of words.
What's the difference between a wet raccoon and Donald J. Trump's hair? A wet raccoon doesn't have $7 billion fucking dollars in the bank.
There is a time to cut bait or fish. I think the time has come that we realize we have only one choice. We follow the teachings of Jesus Christ. So I thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I pray, as I always do, that you will stay well, stay safe, social distance, wear the mask, wash your hands, and above all, love your brothers and sisters. Goodbye.